Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, a man accused of killing his infant son receives his sentence during an emotional court hearing.
Plus, the state orders Bucksport to close its landfill because it wasn't maintained.
And Ellsworth is one of the communities struggling to find enough bus drivers as kids prepare to head back to class.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. We'll have all the day's news coming up, including the latest on those stories. But first, to check that forecast. Kind of starting off to be a gray day here in Maine. A little bit of rain coming down, just a chance of some sprinkles today. Otherwise, no big deal. Seeing some bright spots this morning, too, as I was looking out the studio. So it's really not a terrible morning out there.
I've needed a restful afternoon and a movie, so sounds good to me.
Might be a good one for it.
Yeah. Here's Devin Biggs with that forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. As we get into things this morning, not a lot of fog in some parts of the viewing area, but you have to look towards parts of Washington County where fog has developed this morning, which has reduced visibility to about a half mile or less. So if you're in Washington County, be careful with the fog. If you're traveling elsewhere, maybe not as bad, but just keep an eye on things, though some fog could try to develop later on. And we're not quite seeing it as much though with the infrared satellite, but there is some clouds out there this morning. This was low-lying clouds though, where it might be hard for the infrared satellite to kind of pick that up, but we do have clouds out there this morning and some areas that have been fog. We also have some showers and storms over parts of the Atlantic Ocean, but for now, we're looking okay. We may have a few sprinkles today, and that'll be about it. Futurecast showing those clouds today and slight chances for sprinkles. We'll hold on to the clouds and maybe more fog later on tonight with a few more showers on the way as we head towards early Friday morning. Some wind on the way today as well, roughly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the south. But once we head towards tomorrow, the wind looks to pick up just a bit more at around 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour at times. As for today, though, most cloudy sprinkles on the way. Highs in the low 70s and a south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our early forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of clouds, temperatures in the 70s with a few sprinkles possible. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. Looks like the sun will break out right at noon just for lunchtime.
Sounds good to
there.
me. That's
so
something.
Go outside and have your lunch.
Yep.
All right, in today's news, a Milo man has been ordered to serve 25 years in prison for the death of his infant son. 30-year-old Reginald Melvin accepted a plea deal that reduced his charge from murder to manslaughter for the death of his 1-month-old child. In Piscataquis County Superior Court yesterday, Melvin accepted a deal that carries a sentence of 30 years in prison, with 5 of that suspended. At the time of the incident, back in August of 2021, doctors advised police that when Melvin's infant son Silas arrived at the hospital, the baby was severely injured. They noted injuries to his skull, ribs, and as well as facial trauma. Melvin pleaded guilty to domestic violence manslaughter, and both sides say the plea deal is the best option.
If he was convicted of murder, he would be doing probably 60 years. Manslaughter, he'll be doing 25. So this was in his best interest.
But what the mom had explained to us was that she was very happy that he was going to be held accountable for Silas's death. And she was aware that she was going to be the person who the defense was going to point the finger at.
Well, Melvin did appear to be in tears by the end of the victim's statements in court yesterday, but those who spoke out in court say Melvin lacked any remorse.
A pursuit involving Orono police ended in a multiple vehicle crash around 6 p.m. last night in Old Town. Details are somewhat limited, but according to Orono police, the car they were pursuing struck another vehicle at the light between Bennick Road and Stillwater Ave in Old Town. After striking the vehicle, the car flipped into a nearby ditch. Police say the man in the vehicle that rolled was taken to a nearby hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. 2 women were in the vehicle that was hit. Police said both had minor injuries, but were mostly just shaken. Old Town Fire Department and the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office were both on scene to assist Orono PD. Traffic was being redirected for several hours. The incident is currently under investigation.
The Portland man accused of stabbing a Northern Light EMT completed his initial court appearance on Wednesday. Justin Hill of Portland was in court for a second attempt at the initial appearance. The first attempt was Monday, but it was scrapped due to Hill's inability to cooperate with his attorney or courtroom procedures. Hill is now facing a charge of aggravated assault. If convicted, he could be sentenced to up to 10 years in prison.
Hold on, Mr. Hill. I'm going to ask your attorney to speak on your behalf in just a moment. So, anything else, ADA Clifford?
Well, authorities say it was a random stabbing. The EMT worker was stabbed at a local convenience store over the weekend and has survived. Hill's attorney has invoked and been granted a Title 15, which means Hill will be mentally evaluated. His bail has been set at $10,000.
Brewer police arrested a Bangor man for unlawful trafficking of scheduled drugs and refusing to submit to arrest. Brewer police say 47-year-old Lawrence Sear was arrested around midnight Wednesday after fleeing from police at the Brewer waterfront. Police say they found Sear in possession of 2 containers of fentanyl and 2 balloons containing more than 100 methadone pills. They say the drug trafficking charges will be elevated to a Class A felony since the Brewer Waterfront Park has been designated a drug-free safe zone. He's being held at Penobscot County Jail. It's unclear when he may be in court.
A man allegedly fled from a traffic stop in Millinocket on Monday, with a chase resulting in the seizure of drugs and an arrest. 41-year-old Michael Lyons of Old Town and East Millinocket was arrested after he ran from a traffic stop on Monday night at around 8 p.m. Police reportedly stopped him for a registration check and found that he had falsely attached license plates. He was detained behind a private residence after a short chase on foot, during which officers found he was carrying more than 25 grams of methamphetamine. It has been learned that he had 4 active warrants for his arrest for charges including drug trafficking, drug possession, violation of bail conditions, and operating after suspension. He was arrested and received numerous charges and was transported to the Penobscot County Jail.
An update now on a body that was found in Bucksport on Tuesday. Police have identified the deceased as 52-year-old James Snyder of Bucksport. Bucksport Public Safety received a report just before 4 a.m. on Tuesday of an unresponsive male on Hinks Street. According to the Bucksport Police Department, life-saving measures were taken but were unsuccessful. The police department is currently investigating this incident. Anyone with information is being asked to contact the Bucksport Public Safety Department at 469-7951.
There was a scare yesterday aboard the Main State Ferry between Rockland and Vinyl Haven. The vessel ran aground Wednesday morning as it was pulling away from the dock in Vinyl Haven. There were 65 passengers aboard when the ferry struck a ledge. Fortunately, no one was hurt. After the passengers were unloaded in Vinyl Haven, it was brought to Rockland to be inspected. There doesn't appear to be any significant damage to the hull, but a different ferry will be used for the crossing until it can be returned to service.
A familiar landmark in Bucksport will soon be closing its doors for good. Our Matthew Duroncic has the story.
The state is ordering the Bucksport landfill to be closed after not being properly maintained.
At the end of the day, they don't have a place to generate waste, and this landfill has been pretty much dormant for a number of years and not well maintained. So we certainly support the DEP's request for closure.
Lazard says the landfill has not been operational since 2020. She says conversations surrounding the facility restarted last year after AIM Recycling, the owners of the landfill, proposed that the town assume ownership of the property. Wanting to find out more about the condition of the landfill, Lazard did some digging and said she found a lot of violations.
We discovered that there were a number of issues at the facility that were supposed to have been addressed some time ago that had not. A leaking leachate pond, damaged monitoring wells, an inadequate temporary cover system on parts of it, and an uncapped section on the north face.
Lazard brought her findings to the Department of Environmental Protection's Karen Canuti. Canuti then issued a statement to AIM Recycling that they must submit a closure plan by the beginning of next year and complete the closure by 2026. Some residents in Bucksport say closing the landfill helps avoid any further environmental hazards.
Very concerned about preserving the quality of the water here in Bucksport. We certainly use the water to make all of our coffee and tea here at the Crumpet, so I want it to be as healthy and as pure as possible.
We reached out to AIM Recycling for a comment, but they declined our request. In Bucksport, Matthew Duroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety has an important message for motorists: never drive impaired. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's annual Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign started on Wednesday. The campaign will last through September 4th and increases police presence to help stop impaired drivers. The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety is awarding federal funding to state, county, and municipal law enforcement agencies to help increase their patrols. Statistics from the CDC say that on average 32 people are killed every day in alcohol-related crashes here in the U.S. The Bureau of Highway Safety reminds drivers to avoid any drugs or alcohol when operating vehicles and to always call a designated driver or rideshare if they are impaired. So you can bet that the police will be stepping up their patrols in the next coming weeks. So we shouldn't be driving impaired anyway.
Right. Do you think do they still do those roadblocks? That's what we had that video of.
Yeah, but they're costly. So this is another thing. Will help pay for overtime and that kind of thing if they need to have any special police details out there.
That makes sense. Yep. All right, and the weekend's coming up.
Yeah.
All right, well, coming up on the morning show, a warning from a local sheriff's department following a rash of speeding complaints. We'll have the story.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. A mostly cloudy day today with a chance of some passing sprinkles. The highs will be near 73 degrees. Slight chance of rain overnight. Maybe even see some dense areas of fog. The lows dropping down to the low 60s. Tomorrow, another messy day on the way. Showers and thunderstorms for your Friday with a high near 73.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. And this Labor Day weekend, I'm throwing a summer send-off celebration with 6, 12, 30, and 60-month financing options and new everyday low prices at highly rated living rooms, best-selling bedrooms, stylish dining sets, and of course, my world-famous Papa-Pedic mattresses. Plus, entertainment and yummy treats for the kiddos. It's gonna be great! Great indeed, Balloon Bob. So join the fun at my summer send-off celebration this Labor Day weekend in all my stores.
A quality replacement window made with Fibrix material, which is twice as strong as vinyl, delivered through a stress-free process. Welcome to Renewal by Andersen. Get the peace of mind knowing Renewal by Andersen handles everything, from start to finish. With one call, you'll enjoy working with the best people, exclusive products, and a superior process.
It's the people.
It's the process.
It's the product.
Call now to get our exceptional signature service. This fantastic offer is available only for a limited time. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better way.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
Name a place you love being naked.
Does Steve sing her a song? Get super shy. Pull out flowers.
Can't you look at me?
No, ma'am. I don't want to make eye contact with you. Only reason I'm asking you this because it's on the card.
Steve, you would have asked me that in your younger days.
Family Feud, the only choice.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Well, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office is putting out a friendly reminder to Mainers to slow down on the roads after receiving what they describe as an unusually high amount of complaints. Our Grace Blanchard spoke with the Sheriff's Office and has the details.
Over the last few weeks, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office has been receiving around 5 to 7 complaints a day about speeding vehicles, which they say is much higher than normal.
Some of it is, it's summertime and people are certainly not paying attention. We've had a lot of roads in the area repaved, certainly making it smoother traveling.
And Sheriff Morton says the problem is not criminal speeders.
Most of the time when you find that people are speeding, it's not with the intent to be criminal. It is just simply not paying attention. But that little bit of distracted driving, an increase in vehicle speed can be incredibly dangerous.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, for more than 2 decades, speeding has been involved in approximately 1/3 of all motor vehicle fatalities. The Sheriff's Office is asking Mainers to do their part to keep themselves and everyone around them safe on the road.
And just being mindful of it, paying attention to the road, slowing down, get there safely, and will prevent traffic crashes and certainly prevent the loss of life or serious injury.
Sheriff Morton says deputies will continue to be assigned to designated areas to help monitor traffic complaints and enforce traffic laws. In studio, I'm Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Wednesday marked the one-year anniversary of the passing of the Inflation Reduction Act. Clean energy advocates and elected officials gathered in Portland to celebrate the federal legislation, which contains a number of climate initiatives. Advocates say the anniversary is worth celebrating because they believe the act will lead to future success in developing clean energy in Maine and also help combat climate change.
It goes so far towards meeting the climate crisis at the scale that science and justice demand. And Maine people should be really proud. There's a future that includes really good, family-sustaining, clean energy jobs.
Advocates also celebrated the recent passing of LD 1895, a plan to develop offshore wind infrastructure in the Gulf of Maine, and they also praised the bill as a legislative success.
A Maine school department continues to face staffing shortages in a critical area ahead of the new semester. Our David Ledford has the details.
The return of the school year is just around the corner for many Maine students. As young learners prepare to hit the books once again, multiple vacant bus driver positions within the Ellsworth School Department are leaving some concerned for the new academic year.
There aren't enough drivers for the routes that we have. For a lot of our students, this is the first person that they see that's a member of the school. That person is responsible for that student until they get from their home to the school. It's super, super important.
Department representatives say if the shortage isn't solved by the time the school year starts, drivers may have to make double runs, both in the morning and in the afternoon, which could cause issues for staff, students, and parents.
What will happen is some of our students won't get home as early as they normally would. We want our students at school on time, and we want them to leave on time, and not having a full staff does affect that.
The shortage has prompted other school staff to help out.
I'm going to get my license so that I can help and be a sub driver. I have 3 other members of my custodial and maintenance staff that are willing to do it.
School department representatives say that the issue isn't exclusive to Ellsworth.
Locally, within 50 miles of us, I know for sure that they're having some of the same problems that we're having. The other school departments are facing the same thing.
To combat the issue, the Ellsworth School Department will pay for training and certification for new hires. In addition, the department will hold a job fair Thursday, August 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Ellsworth Elementary and Middle School, where drivers are encouraged to apply. In Ellsworth, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, good chance to get a good job if you're looking for one too, especially if they're helping to pay for the training and everything.
Absolutely. Yep. The time now is 8:18 after the break. If you're looking for a free local event to take the kids to this weekend, look no further than the annual Touch a Train event in Hancock County on Saturday.
Plus, a pair of 10-year-old boys from Herman have spent the summer learning valuable business skills at their family's food truck and on a farm. We'll hear from them and learn more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Bathfitter is a better way to remodel your tub. A custom-made, watertight fit and high-quality materials mean a beautiful tub and a great value. Bathfitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Make the most of summer with a new Toyota.
We want the Great Tacoma.
Great Tacoma coming in hot.
On it! Highlander Hybrid.
Highlander Hybrid on the double hang.
Here we go. That Red RAV4.
Run a Red RAV4.
Hit the deck.
Now that's how you holler.
You could save up to $1,800 with 3.99 financing on an all-electric BZ4X. Plus, get $2,500 financing cash for total savings of up to $4,300.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Whether you need a driveway paved or an entire road covered, expect the best from Eaton. Eaton Paving and Excavation. Looking to install a septic system or leach field? Expect the best from Eaton. Need to shore up some shoreland? Expect the best from Eaton. Eaton Paving and Excavation has been delivering the best results for our customers for more than 2 decades. Call today for your free estimate. Expect the best from Eaton Paving and Excavation. Call 348-5630 or visit our website today at eatonpaving.com.
You should Angie that.
Angie what?
Angie that. It means comparing custom quotes from skilled service professionals or booking at an upfront price so you can find the best price for you. Get started today at Angie.com.
A Maine veteran whose career was cut short has found a new purpose.
I mean, this is huge. I needed a way to continue to serve. And again, I saw the difference that Moxie made for me, and so I wanted to pay it forward to others.
We'll share more about the nonprofit Mission Working Dogs. Monday on Fox 22 News at 10.
Lego Masters is back. It's sink or swim.
Please float, please float, please float.
We got a minifig down. Lego Masters season premiere Thursday, September 28th on Fox.
The annual Touch a Train in Hancock will be back this Saturday, August 19th. The event starts at 9 a.m. and goes until 1:30 p.m. Everyone is welcome to experience firsthand a piece of Maine's history. Downey's Scenic Railroad will have tours of an active steam train, rides in a speeder car, even giving people the opportunity to ring a locomotive bell. They're also offering $2 off the 10:30 train, traveling 12 miles through the beautiful Card Brook wetlands. The president of Downey's Scenic Railroad says it's important to show people the history of this 1884 built railroad.
It is them seeing an important part of the history not only of Downey's, Maine, but also of the United States, and the important role that railroads played in the earlier days, but continue to do so today.
Admission is free. Washington Junction Yard is located at 8 Railroad Siding Road in Hancock. To learn more, visit touchatrain.org.
It's a great opportunity to learn history. Boy, the folks that run that too, it's really a labor of love.
Yeah.
And they're helping to spread that to other people.
Yeah, good weekend activity, and I believe on the way is Momo's Cheesecakes.
Which is always a good place to visit too.
Make a whole day out of it.
They have so many different kinds of cheesecake. I didn't even know there were that many.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, pretty good though.
Yeah.
It looks like the weather will be okay for it too once we get through tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit rainy, but then the weekend looking a little bit better than that.
Not a washout.
No.
Yeah, here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. As we get into things this morning, some areas of dense fog has developed, mainly near parts of Washington County, where visibility is down to about a half mile or less. Everywhere else, maybe a little bit of reduction, but nothing too ridiculous, at least at this point. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the morning period for you, but we are going to be watching for clouds moving into the daytime period. With the low-lying clouds, so it's hard for our infrared satellite, which measures cloud temperatures, to show it. But there are clouds out there this morning and areas of dense fog in the down east part of our viewing area as well. As we zoom things out, though, here's this front that still remains rather stalled out in the stationary, so it's kind of moving, but also not moving very quickly at all. But we are going to be watching for another front that's moving from the west going toward the east. But for us for today, just slight chances for sprinkles today as the clouds continue to linger around. Futurecast shows that nicely with clouds today. Slight chances for sprinkles. We'll hold on to the clouds later on tonight as well. Small chances for rain. Look to move in early in the morning for your Friday, but better chances for showers and thunderstorms approach throughout the daytime period as well. Locally heavy downpours possible with some of those storms. Then once we get towards early Saturday morning, the worst looks to get out of here. So as we move forward though with the rainfall, nothing meaningful today. In fact, I think what we're seeing here for today actually might be a little bit too much. I think we'll only see some sprinkles and that'll be about it. But I do believe Friday though, where some areas can see up to maybe half an inch to an inch of rain before we're all finished up, I should say. And of course, very hit and miss with some of the storms. Some areas can see up to an inch of rainfall, while others not so much at all. Our average high temperature is 80 degrees. We'll reach for the lower 70s today and tomorrow. Middle 70s Saturday, upper 70s Sunday into Monday, back in the lower 70s again as we head towards Tuesday and also into your Wednesday. Let's talk about the dew points. So those will be in the 60s for a while and rising a bit more by Friday into the middle to upper 60s, possibly lower 70s, which is in the humid category as well. We'll fall back a bit Saturday into Sunday, but just in time for Monday, dew points back up in the 60s and possibly 70s yet again. So for today, though, mostly cloudy, sprinkles on the way, highs in the low 70s, south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, slight chance for a few showers, areas of dense fog as well. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with lows in the lower 60s, and that southeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms move in with highs in the lower 70s, and that southeast wind up to around 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. A slight chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday, otherwise partly cloudy with highs in the mid-70s, upper 70s on Sunday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy on Monday, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Make the most of summer with a new Toyota.
We want the gray Tacoma.
Gray Tacoma coming in hot.
On it! Highlander Hybrid.
Highlander Hybrid on the double hang.
Here we go. That red RAV4.
Run a red RAV4.
Hit the deck.
Now that's how you holler.
Right now, you could save up to $1,900 with affordable 3.99% financing on a 4-wheel drive Tacoma. And every Tacoma comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Update your outdoor living space and make the most of your outdoor life with a new deck from Hammond Lumber Company. From wood to low-maintenance composite and PVC decking, Hammond has the materials, knowledge, and experience to help you get everything you need for that perfect new deck. Railing options include wood, composite, aluminum, and the modern look of cable railing. Your Hammond sales rep can answer any questions and will walk you through your options. Get the deck you want, the one you deserve, when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
The Mets battle the Cardinals, or the Tigers take on the Guardians. Baseball Night in America, tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Let's play Name That Tune. Things that make you go,
Yeah.
Things that make you go,
That's my guess. I think that's a Hanson song.
Celebrity Name That Tune premieres Tuesday, September 19th on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. Now to the latest in Donald Trump's fourth indictment out of Georgia. The Fulton County District Attorney officially requesting the judge overseeing this 2020 election fraud case to set a trial date in March in the midst of the 2024 presidential primaries. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest from Washington.
This morning, all eyes on Georgia, where former President Donald Trump and 18 alleged co-conspirators have less than 10 days to turn themselves in to face charges in Georgia after a grand jury indicted them for allegedly playing a role in a criminal enterprise seeking to overturn the 2020 election results.
Because he was seeking to obstruct the counting of the Electoral College votes, that's enough to go ahead and turn that into a criminal act.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis revealing she wants arraignments to take place in 3 weeks with a trial start date of March 4th, one day before Super Tuesday. If granted by the judge, the 2024 Republican frontrunner is looking at a jam-packed court schedule as he heads into the primaries. In the separate federal election interference case against Trump, the special counsel is asking for trial to start January 2nd. And for Trump's case in New York over hush money payments, trial is already scheduled for March 25th. Trump's legal team is likely to follow in the footsteps of his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and try to move his Georgia case to federal court.
Federal removal is a very smart strategy. It's the first thing I do. Gets you a better jury pool. Gets you likely friendlier judges.
In Georgia, we're expecting unprecedented transparency. Unlike Trump's previous 3 indictments, cameras will be allowed in court and each defendant can be expected to be fingerprinted and photographed for a mugshot. Rudy Giuliani, who's facing 13 criminal counts in part for falsely accusing poll workers of stealing ballots, says he's preparing to turn himself in.
Well, I'll pick a day next week, try to work out the conditions of bail.
Trump is expected to address the Georgia case during a press conference Monday. He has denied any wrongdoing, calling all investigations politically motivated. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
The wildfires that erupted on Maui are now considered the deadliest natural disaster in state history. 111 people are now confirmed dead, and officials expect to find more as they continue to search through the rubble. Much of the town of Lahaina has been destroyed. An army of Red Cross workers and volunteers have set up in a parking lot, sorting through a mountain of donations to help survivors. Investigators have now searched 38% of the impact zone, and portable morgue units have been set up to help identify the victims.
Well, now turning to a rare and potentially deadly bacteria that's causing concerns all around the country, and you can get it either from where you swim or from what you eat. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more.
This morning, an urgent new warning about swimming in salt water and eating raw shellfish.
Officials have announced 3 deaths in recent weeks, 2 in Connecticut and 1 in New York, from vibriosis, an illness caused by flesh-eating bacteria found naturally in salt water. People can get infected through an open wound or by eating raw infected shellfish, including oysters, clams, and scallops.
This organism kind of just floats in the water. It's associated with oysters, which are there to kind of filter the water.
Experts say the number of cases of vibriosis have increased over the years, likely due to warming coastal waters where the bacteria thrives. It's not just the Northeast seeing more cases. Last month, 3 people died from vibriosis infections in North Carolina. Symptoms of vibriosis include stomach cramps, vomiting, fever, and chills. Precautions for avoiding the potentially deadly bacteria include protecting open wounds from seawater. And doctors say people with compromised immune systems should be careful eating or handling raw seafood.
Typically, it's patients with diabetes, peripheral vascular disease, which means reduced blood flow to the limbs. Anybody on immunosuppression, so medications that can cause you to be immunocompromised, chronic liver disease also.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Certainly something to pay attention to. I know the oyster market is really picking up here in Maine. Some places have several varieties from the local farms, and people who love oysters, like my mom, I mean, she just loves them. She likes the raw seafood.
I don't love them. I like them though.
Do you?
Yeah. And it's one of those things where you kind of gotta love them unless you got, the budget for it.
Yeah.
It's about $36, I'd say, for a half dozen, maybe, or maybe a full. I can't remember.
I don't know.
But
just
either way,
makes me want to cook my seafood.
I know.
That's kind of like what I've done.
Yeah. Seared scallops. I wonder if you just searing them would cook
I've
it off
had
enough.
those. Those are fine.
Yeah.
I just like things cooked.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is just searing them would be enough to kind of cook
barely
it off.
Cooked.
I don't know if you, okay.
I'm not getting that, but I want some food now. That's what I do now.
We're distracted by how hungry we are.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up in the second half of the newscast, the Belfast Harbor Festival will feature a completely new feature this year, a derby race between 2 local car dealerships.
We'll have the details on that and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Who has the best kept secret in Penobscot County? We do! Welcome to Maple Lane Farms, a 5th-generation family farm that's committed to providing you with the best quality products. Our farm-raised local and sustainable meat is flash frozen to lock in the freshness and natural flavors. Experience the top-notch quality of our meat that's naturally raised without any antibiotics or hormones. Get the best of both worlds, quality and affordability. Try Maple Lane Farms today, the candy store for the carnivore.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Looking for a great time in Bangor, Maine? Look no further than Benjamin's Pub and Tap Room. Delicious food, refreshing drinks, and unforgettable memories. Benjamin's Pub and Tap Room, your go-to spot in Bangor. Visit us at 123 Franklin Street, Bangor, and like us on Facebook.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Thursday, August 17th, 2023. It's also, I guess, apparently Free Candy Day.
Whoa.
Yeah, one of the bosses just showed up for work and he gave us candy.
Not actually, though.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll eat it in a minute.
No spreading fake news this morning.
Yeah, the favorite boss, he says, yeah. All right, it's also Black Cat Appreciation Day.
Yes, most importantly, black cats have certainly received a lot of bad press over the years. It stems from ancient superstitions where people thought crossing paths with them would bring them bad luck. But for many cultures and historical settings, black cats were actually meant for positive things. This holiday was created to help dispel some of the myths and appreciate them for the cuddly friends they are. And I'm so glad to, because there's all sorts of things that are considered bad luck.
Sure.
But you flip the switch, and in another culture, it's the exact opposite, like the number 13. Plenty of cultures think that is a lucky number.
Yeah. Are you superstitious at all?
Very.
Are you?
But not as necessarily in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
Like, I love the number 13.
Yeah, I'm not so really superstitious. I don't give it a lot of thought, but I won't walk under a ladder. Certain things
that's
like
just
that.
a safety hazard.
Well, that too.
That one makes sense.
I'll make a point of not doing it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like having a few superstitions here and there. My family makes fun of me because my jerk reaction to when somebody says they do something for some reason is, it's good luck to do that, right?
Yeah.
And it started as I actually think a lot of things are good luck, and now it's just a joke at this point.
Right.
And they're like, really? And I'm like, no, I was kidding.
Turns into a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, on this day in history, back in 1903, Joseph Pulitzer donated $1 million to Columbia University, establishing a prize in his name. Of course, it's known as the Pulitzer Prize. It is now the highest national honor for print journalism, literary achievement, and musical composition. In 1945, George Orwell's book Animal Farm was published on this day. A story based on the Russian Revolution and its betrayal by Stalin has been studied all around the world.
I had to read it in 8th grade, and I had not brushed up on my Eastern European history before that, so it didn't work out super well.
Yeah, it kind of does well for kids, though, because in the story itself, it's about barnyard animals who kind of plan the revolt against the angry farmer.
And there are plenty of lessons in the symbolism of that as well.
Right.
Yep. All right, in 1978, the first successful transatlantic balloon flight ended when a 3-person crew landed safely outside of Paris. Keyword safely there. They're not known for their safety features. In 1998, President Bill Clinton gave grand jury testimony concerning his relationship with White House intern Monica Lewinsky. He then went on national television where he admitted his relationship and criticized the investigation. Today's birthdays include actor Sean Penn. He's 63 today. Actor Robert De Niro is 80?
He's 80.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And pop star Belinda Carlisle from the Go-Go's is 65 years old.
Yeah, I hate it when some of our favorite stars get up there in age.
I know. I've never seen a De Niro movie I didn't like.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yep.
All right, time to talk about the weather. Kind of a gray day ahead today, maybe a few sprinkles.
Yep.
You know, no big deal, though.
Nothing to cancel plans about.
Right.
Here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. As we get into things this morning, not a lot of fog in some parts of the viewing area, but you have to look towards parts of Washington County where fog has developed this morning, which has reduced visibility to about a half mile or less. If you're in Washington County, be careful with the fog. If you're traveling elsewhere, maybe not as bad, but just keep an eye on things, though some fog could try to develop later on. And we're not quite seeing it as much though with the infrared satellite, but there is some clouds out there this morning. This was low-lying clouds though, where it might be hard for the infrared satellite to kind of pick that up, but we do have clouds out there this morning and some areas of dense fog. We also have some showers and storms over parts of the Atlantic Ocean, but for now, we're looking okay. We may have a few sprinkles today, and that'll be about it. Futurecast showing those clouds today and slight chances for sprinkles. We'll hold on to the clouds and maybe more fog later on tonight with a few more showers on the way as we head towards early Friday morning. Some wind on the way today as well, roughly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the south. But once we head towards tomorrow, the wind looks to pick up just a bit more at around 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour at times. As for today, though, most cloudy sprinkles on the way. Highs in the low 70s and a south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our early forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of clouds, temperatures in the 70s with a few sprinkles possible. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you very much. Well, Belfast Annual Harbor Fest is set to kick off on Saturday. For the first time ever, the festivities will include a Pinewood Derby race with a battle between 2 local car dealerships.
Before the competition heats up, our Doug Banks met with 2 challengers who will be fighting not just for bragging rights, but also for a good cause.
Weeks of Smack Talk are about to come to a head. In one corner, Quirk Ford. In the other, Stanley Chevrolet. But this classic Chevy vs. Ford rivalry will not be between a Camaro and a Challenger. Instead, it'll take the form of Pinewood Derby cars.
This is the prototype. Really outdid yourself. That's nice.
Not exactly a Camaro, but with these kits, the sky is the limit. Over the past few weeks, both dealerships have been selling these kits to customers who can also craft their own cars to race in the Derby competition or pull their old one out of the attic.
My engineering team, which is me, is going to be doing some more wind tunnel testing. So
this Derby race is more than just a competition to see who's the best. The funds raised will go towards something great.
It's going into the Waldo District Scouting Program to be able to keep scouting alive. I love the fact of being able to, help give back to this group, which has not only given me a lot, but also I've seen the kids be given a lot from it.
What we had envisioned was just to cover the cost of the car kits, that there wouldn't be any proceeds. But both to the generosity of Stanley and Quirk, they've made a significant donation to scouting as well.
The Derby race will be open to the public from 11:30 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. on Saturday. But who will win? the largely anticipated Chevy vs. Ford race.
Me. He hesitated.
I didn't. You spoke first.
In Belfast, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Have some friendly competition going on there for
Love
a good cause.
to see it.
Pretty
Yeah.
neat. I wonder if they're allowing adults to take part in this competition, because I still have my old Pinewood Derby cars from back when I was like 10.
I think a lot of people
Yeah.
would be eager to join you if that was the case.
One of them won 3rd place in the state finals of Rhode Island when I lived in Rhode Island as a
That's
kid.
pretty
So,
good.
Yeah, I still have the little trophy on display in my
As
house,
you
so,
should.
yeah.
Yeah, displayed on the mantle.
Yeah, Pinewood Derby is awesome.
Cool. Love to see it. I'll look forward to that. All right, well, still to come here this morning, Ryan Sudol will have the latest with sports.
Don't go away.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Who likes to drink good coffee? At Carabassa Coffee Company, we roast premium quality coffee beans from all over the world. Roasted to perfection in small batches, our coffee is always fresh. We offer a large selection, including our specialty blends, organics, single origins, decaf, and flavor. Whether you like light, medium, or dark roasts, we have coffee to suit every taste. We offer flat rate shipping for online orders, and we ship fast. Carabassa Coffee Company. Drink good coffee.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Make the most of summer with a new Toyota.
We want the gray Tacoma.
Gray Tacoma coming in hot.
On it! Highlander Hybrid.
Highlander Hybrid on the double hang.
Here we go. That Red RAV4.
Run a Red RAV4.
Hit the deck.
Now that's how you holler.
Right now, you could save up to $1,200 with affordable 3.99% financing on a head-turning Corolla. And every Corolla comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'll go naked.
I bet you will.
The fun in a game of words.
Flip-flop, cougar, Little Caesars.
Sounds like a Tuesday for me.
Is choosing wisely.
I hope they know what it is, because we gotta take it. Want to try to win this thing, so I'll take Noogie.
25 words or less.
Knuckle head rub.
Noogie, you won the game, guys.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22. Local news weeknights at 10 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on Fox 22.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's kick things off on the diamond. The Little League World Series starting with the opening ceremony festivities Wednesday morning. The Maine All-Stars get their first licks Thursday afternoon against Seattle. Earlier Wednesday, the team was out taking a little batting practice. The Maine All-Stars swept their way to the World Series with 3 consecutive wins at New England Regionals. These young men have powered their way to Williamsport with outstanding pitching, defense, and timely hitting. There are 10 teams from the U.S. and 10 international teams all vying for the Little League World Series title, and the boys from Gray New Gloucester and Raymond feel like they've got a great chance, but at the end of the day, just being there is an amazing feeling.
This feels great. Definitely a dream come true to play on this field and just be here with everyone. The 40,000 people that are going to be watching, that's so cool, so cool.
It doesn't feel real, especially since every single kid's been dreaming about coming down here to play baseball. It's been great.
Wishing them the best of luck. Okay, over to the football field now. In Herman, Pottle Field has gotten a complete makeover, and the Hawks could be using it pretty late into the year, too. Tyler Cruz has the story.
I'm just so excited to be out for this year, especially on this new field. It'll be something to remember.
Herman High School has a new present ready for this fall. Brand new artificial turf for Pottle Field.
It's crazy. I mean, we've been talking about this for a couple of years now. I mean, the idea got tossed around, but just being out here is just something else. It's crazy to just be able to come out here and know, like, this is our home, and like this is where we're gonna play.
A surface that football, soccer, field hockey, and more will all use.
We're finally going to be able to have playoff games, not just for football, but for soccer and field hockey as well. In the spring, we're talking softball, baseball could come out here, plow this stuff off, and get out earlier than a lot of people.
Herman athletes enjoying their first few runs on the turf this week, and to get this kind of investment from the community is something that means a lot.
It's just amazing. It's such a testament to the community as a whole and how they view the athletics as a whole here in Herman.
For the Hawks football squad, they've been a solid contender in the region for the past few seasons. And one reason for that, it's simple. The energy they bring every time they step out of the locker room.
We come out, no one's screaming, no one's yelling. We're not going to win. It's all energy right from the locker room, walk out, just lap, warm up, pregame. It's everything. Energy's everything.
I think just everyone being excited, like when that Friday night comes, everyone just knows that all of our team is just like ready to be here.
And that energy has led them to quite a few deep playoff runs over recent years. But most times they were set to host games, they'd happen over at Hamden or Husson. But now, with Pottle's makeover, the town of Herman will hopefully get to pack the stands for some playoff football this fall.
Just how big is it for us to be able to play late October, early November here on a beautiful field and a beautiful complex?
In Herman, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7 Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Cannot wait to get out there for a game. Let's stay with some football. Up in Orono, the Black Bears are wrapping up their last week of camp before week 1 starts in 2 weeks. On Wednesday, the Black Bears' final scrimmage. These guys are more than ready to face FIU September 2nd. And one of the biggest ways that the Black Bears can improve their chances this year is through their defense. Lots of trouble last year, which cost them some wins. But there's some good vibes going around, though, and it all comes down to having a better grasp on the material than last year and internal competition.
When you can easily grasp the concept and the scheme that we're playing with, it's just playing football and being athletic and using your athleticism to make plays. So anytime we could compete with each other and get better and make each other better, we understand that that's our 1% for the day. And as long as we keep stabbing those bricks, we could be unstoppable.
There were some big plays that the defense gave up in Wednesday's scrimmage, but there were also some great stops because of that better understanding and intensity. Lots of chatter on the sidelines. Everyone was into the action, and the hits were hard. For new defensive coordinator Jeff Commish-Young, that will be a key going forward for the Black Bears to cash in during clutch situations.
In the game of football, intensity always factors in. Right? It's a game where it's a physical game, it's an emotional game. Right? You got to learn how to channel that energy, right? That intensity. It's huge because a lot of times when things are on the line, right, that intensity, right, shows up and the guy ends up making a play, getting a stop and doing something to help his team win.
Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy here, pay here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein to learn about your legal rights. Maine has the highest rate of mesothelioma fatalities in the U.S. You may be eligible to receive compensation if you were exposed to asbestos products while working in a shipyard, mill, factory, or construction site. For a free case evaluation, dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Who has the best kept secret in Penobscot County?
We do!
Welcome to Maple Lane Farms, a fifth-generation family farm that's committed to providing you with the best quality products. Our farm-raised local and sustainable meat is flash frozen to lock in the freshness and natural flavors. Experience the top-notch quality of our meat that's naturally raised without any antibiotics or hormones. Get the best of both worlds, quality and affordability. Try Maple Lane Farms today, the candy store for the carnivore. On the road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Machias, is sponsored by Living Innovations, a community support organization that provides services all throughout Maine for adults and children with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Center Street Congregational Church invites you to come and enjoy the biggest and best festival in Down East Maine. Loads of fun for the entire family. Walls TV and Appliance, 85 Main Street, Machias. Where would your home be without walls?
A pair of 10-year-old boys from Herman are becoming young entrepreneurs. Each one of them has carved time out of their summer vacation to learn what it truly means to be their own boss.
Our Jody Hersey has more.
I take the orders and I get the drinks for the people.
3 days a week, 10-year-old Jameson Walker of Herman is greeting customers from his family's food truck called JJ's Jerk Shack. The family's business is located next to Sprague's Nursery in Bangor.
Obviously, at 10 years old, we're right there with him, kind of holding his hand, but teaching him, those values and how to make change. How many kids don't understand how to make change out of a 20? And so he's learning some life skills all at the same time.
And Jameson isn't just learning skills, he's also earning money.
I get paid in tips.
10-year-old Liam Garland is working hard for every dollar he is making as well at his family's farm stand in Herman.
When the seed catalogs came in, I looked at the seeds and I decided what kinds and what vegetables I wanted to grow based on what people wanted last year.
Braden Garland says his brother Liam is a natural salesman.
When we go over to sell stuff, he likes to do all the talking and me just hold stuff.
The Garlands sell carrots, beans, peppers, and other vegetables from their garden. The variety is always changing.
Nothing compares to fresh vegetables.
However, Liam says all the cash customers spend at his stand is invested right back into the farm business. It's a lesson their mom is more than happy to pass on to them.
We really want to enable self-sustaining humans, and this is one other way that we can teach them to take care of themselves, especially if life doesn't go the way that they planned. They can grow their food and figure out how to feed themselves and their families.
In Herman, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
What a neat story. Great parenting, too. You're really teaching them some skills they'll use the rest of their lives.
I have so much hope for the next generation. That's awesome. All right, well, now for the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Jason Nathanson.
I'm Adam.
Chloe.
Imagine a world where aliens invade, and instead of destroying the planet, they invade it economically, forcing people out of jobs while watching humans interact for entertainment. That's the world of the new film Landscape with Invisible Hand, directed by Corey Finley, who tells me his main characters, a couple of teens, are just looking to make money the only way they can.
So as a form of kind of alien tourism, the main characters start doing what they call courtship broadcasting and letting aliens watch and pay per minute as they fall in and out of love.
Landscape with Invisible Hand is in theaters this weekend.
I'm so lonely without you.
The boss is sick. Bruce Springsteen canceling concerts. We're not told exactly what's wrong in a statement on social media, only that he's ill. Last night's and tomorrow's shows in Philly will be rescheduled. Springsteen and the E Street Band just kicked off the second leg of their North American tour. A remarkable new record for Barbie. The film is now Warner Brothers' highest grossing ever in North America, not adjusted for inflation. It's bigger than any Batman, Superman, Harry Potter, or other WB blockbuster. And happy birthday to legendary actor Robert De Niro, who recently became a dad for the 7th time. He's 80 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood.
Boy, it just amazes me how big that Barbie movie is becoming at this point.
Sorry, did you not just hear that Robert De Niro is a dad again?
Yeah, we knew that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything else I was going to talk about is now whoop.
80 years old and still chugging along.
Okay, good for him, I guess. Let's switch gears now.
Yeah.
Like a hard left on that one.
Yeah, we can talk about the forecast. Looking a little gray today.
Yeah, it's a traditional Maine day.
Yeah.
Some fog overnight. Here's Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Don't let rust get the best of your car. Protect it with Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. Schedule your service now. As we get into things this morning, some areas of dense fog has developed, mainly near parts of Washington County, where visibility is down to about a half mile or less. Everywhere else, maybe a little bit of reduction, but nothing too ridiculous, at least at this point. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the morning period for you, but we are going to be watching for clouds moving into the daytime period. They're the low-lying clouds, so it's hard for our infrared satellite, which measures cloud temperatures, to show it, but there there are clouds out there this morning and areas of dense fog in the down east part of our viewing area as well. As we zoom things out, though, here's this front that still remains rather stalled out in the station area, so it's kind of moving, but also not moving very quickly at all. But we are going to be watching for another front that's moving from the west going toward the east. But for us for today, just slight chances for sprinkles today as the clouds continue to linger around. Futurecast shows that nicely with clouds today. Slight chances for sprinkles. We'll hold on to the clouds later on tonight as well. Small chances for rain. Look to move in early in the morning for your Friday, but better chances for showers and thunderstorms approach throughout the daytime period as well. Locally heavy downpours possible with some of those storms. Then once we get towards early Saturday morning, the worst looks to get out of here. So as we move forward though with the rainfall, nothing meaningful today. In fact, I think what we're seeing here for today actually might be a little bit too much. I think we'll only see some sprinkles and that'll be about it. But I do believe Friday though, where some areas could see up to maybe half an inch to an inch of rain before we're all finished up, I should say. And of course, very hit and miss with some of the storms. Some areas can see up to an inch of rainfall, while others not so much at all. Our average high temperature is 80 degrees. We'll reach for the lower 70s today and tomorrow. Middle 70s Saturday, upper 70s Sunday into Monday, back in the lower 70s again as we head towards Tuesday and also into your Wednesday. Let's talk about the dew points. So those will be in the 60s for a while and rising a bit more by Friday into the middle to upper 60s, possibly lower 70s, which is in the humid category as well. We'll fall back a bit Saturday into Sunday, but just in time for Monday, dew points back up in the 60s and possibly 70s yet again. So for today, though, mostly cloudy, sprinkles on the way, highs in the low 70s, south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, slight chance for a few showers, areas of dense fog as well. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with lows in the lower 60s, and that southeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms move in with highs in the lower 70s, and that southeast wind up to around 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Spalding's Bangor Radiator and Rust Check. A slight chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday, otherwise partly cloudy with highs in the mid 70s, upper 70s on Sunday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy on Monday, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
This or that, this or that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this because Angie's where it's at.
Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Get started today at Angie.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
Bathfitter is a better way to remodel your tub. A custom-made, watertight fit and high-quality materials mean a beautiful tub and a great value. Bathfitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
So I'm told that everything's homemade.
It's partially homemade.
Partially?
I mix it with Cheese Whiz.
Are you joking with me right now?
Having Gordon Ramsay here, I'm terrified.
Turn around and do it.
I'm the one with the knife.
They're just blaming each other. What is that? The smell. Oh my God. This place is a death trap. Shut it down.
Kitchen Nightmares returns Monday, September 25th on Fox.
The fall season may not be here quite yet, but pumpkin spice flavored items at Dunkin' are. The coffee chain's fall menu is now available. Customers can choose from many fall-themed treats, including pumpkin cake donuts, pumpkin munchkins, donut holes, and pumpkin muffins. The fan favorite pumpkin spice signature latte and nutty pumpkin coffee are also making their return. And starting in September, fans can grab Dunkin's Goldfish pumpkin spice grams in grocery stores. You know, Craig, I love the pumpkin stuff from Dunkin', and I don't normally get any other flavoring in my coffee, but there's been multiple occasions where I've cracked myself up just saying, can I please have a coffee with pumpkin swirl? It's hard for me. Multiple times I've said pumpkin squirrel.
Pumpkin squirrel, okay.
And then I crack myself up and then makes my own day.
Boy, that pumpkin spice stuff's everywhere now, too.
I know.
People love it.
I can like telepathically feel people groaning because it's like we are not even out of August yet, so I get that.
It's like its own season now. It's like we have
love it.
fall, winter, but it's also pumpkin spice season for a lot of people.
I just love fall so much. I don't mean to rush people, but I get it.
All right, let's get out of here. That's it for today.
That's it for today. If you missed anything, head to foxbangor.com.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.